Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Firstly, I would like to thank to Allah that has given and everything. So this time we can make this video and our activity. Okay, let me introduce our group. The first material delivered by Husnul Khatimah. The second material delivered by Nur Stefani Irsal. The third material delivered by Nahdaniar. The fourth material delivered by me, and the last material delivered by Andi Muhammad Utama Putra.
Okay, now I will explain about experimental research by Darcy J. Herland. Experimental research is a study that strictly adheres to a scientific research design. It includes a hypothesis, a variable that can be manipulated by the researcher, and variables that can be measured, calculated, and compared. Most importantly, experimental research is completed in a controlled environment. Data in experimental research must be able to be quantified and measured. There are four types of experimental are considered experimental research projects. The first is forensic studies. The second is product effectiveness. The third is microbiology. And the last is all experimental studies look to determine how one thing affects another.
The next material is protocols. An important exception or partial exceptions is the use of verbal protocols. Think out loud or sometimes other less direct and immediate methods to investigate reading process and strategies of individuals. This methodology arguably uses unnatural means or interventions, but to access more ecologically valid mental process. Nevertheless, protocols are not quite naturalistic. They border on the qualitative, but are taken out of usual context through think clothes protocols or verbal retrospections in interview. In an increasingly frequently used method of investigating the reading process in researchers have identified different strategies that good and poor readers appears to use when reading, and they have also looked at the effective issue that arise when readers are processing particular text.
Okay, I would like to explain survey research. I took this material from book literature that my lecturer had shared. Survey research is used find out about relative factual information and about situations, seems number, and statistic inevitable in such work. Survey research have 6 examples. The first is summary. A study intermediate undergrad foreign give the questionnaire for the students to answer the questionnaire and ask the opinion. The second is aims. Aims is the explore reason consistent findings our survey the different teacher situation. The third is methodology. Methodology is ways to use answer the questionnaire. For example, this questionnaire just 23 students able to answer. The fourth is result. Result is the students very clearly signal an interest in speaking skill and also in writing skills and vocabulary development. The fifth is the student provides findings very consistent with others from other global teaching situations. The last is fourth hard research. The research could observably be extended on a large scale.
I will explain about case studies. What is the case studies? A case study is a research strategy and empirical inquiry that investigates within its real-life context. Strengths and weakness of case study. The first is the results are more easily understood by wide audience. The second is they are strong on reality. Positive features of a case study. The first is it shows that features are possible. The second is it may be used to refute a generalizations. Example for case study, it has summary, aims, methodology, and result.
I want to tell you about ethnography of critical literacies. Summary: constrained by a conservative English literature syllabus, which requires them to read the high connectival classic of English literature. Iris Subair 2003 reports a feminine critical pedagogical attempt to open up the research literature classrooms to less conventional but arguably more relevant reading of the English classic talk. And third is methodology. Tabs were made of class discussion.
The highlight from our group, the first is experimental research, the second is protocols, the third is survey research, the fourth is case studies, and the last is ethnography, literature in English education. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.